Hello guys, as for the cookie here, and welcome back to another video. So today will be a guide on how to get the Gaseous Assets achievement. I've kind of touched on this before, but I haven't really made like a proper video. So I have already gotten this achievement. It takes months, but now it's a bit easier because you can use the dragon aura. You can't see. I'm gonna move this here. If you use the Supreme Intellect, so we're just gonna go for that now. And this will make the stock market more chaotic, which means that the prices can go lower, so you can buy for lower and then go higher than usual. So you can sell for higher. So that is the aim. You have to buy when it's low and sell when it's high. Generally the rule, if it's like under $15, just buy it, because it's probably not going to go lower. So I'm just going to start by buying all of the cream. I actually don't have any stockbrokers, so we need to quickly make sure to get those, because they'll reduce the cost. It depends on your grandma level and the amount of grandmas. So I mean, once you get to like over 900 grandmas, the bonus is pretty negligible. But having doing the stockbrokers originally is good, because there we go. So I only have to pay 0.07% more. So yeah, let's buy the creams. And then it does take a while, but I will touch upon the resting value. So some stocks will just tend to stay at a resting value, and it is dependent on what stock it is. So the earlier stocks have a lower resting value, and the later stocks have a higher resting value. So actually, I'm also going to buy the Publicist, because it's the most expensive one, and the resting value is quite high on this one. And the way you calculate it is it's just the first one is 10, and then it goes up by $10 each time. But then it can also increase $1 per building level. So you have to keep that in mind. And my Quartz Bakers are level 10. If we have a look here, Quartz Bakers are level 10. So that means that the resting value will be, so this is 6, 12, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170. So $170 plus 10, $180 is the resting value. So let's definitely buy some now, and then sell it when it is at least over the resting value, or just sell it when you think that it stopped moving hectically, when it only goes up and down by 1% ish, and it's over the resting value. You want to make sure it is over the resting value, just so you do earn a bit of profit. And I'm not really sure the most optimal time, but I guess just the more often you check it, the more efficient you can be scouring out the prices. So going from how I did this, I'll probably also buy jam, even though it's 36, but the jam has just gone down by 7%. So in the next tick, I'll see if it goes down by a lot again. Then it's in its phase. They go through some phases, and if it's quite if it goes up and down by a quite big percent, they'll tend to stay in that phase for a while. So you can see that. And actually, if the cream actually went down by 70%, so it is still in that phase. But yeah, there you go. Now jam's gone down by 15%, so I'll wait a little bit until it kind of settles at a low value. So if I look, so these ones are only going up by about 1%. So these are in their resting things. So I'll probably buy the recipes as well, because that's still well below the resting value. I have these level 10 as well, so it'll be 160, and it's kind of at a steady rate right now. So let's buy those. I guess you could also use reality bending to make it a little bit more effective, but I want to focus on getting sugar lumps, because this is the final ascension. I haven't got to this in the progression yet, but all I need now is the achievements for the sugar lumps. Anyway, back to gaseous assets. So nuts are quite cheap right now, and it's only going up by about 2%. So I think I will snag some nuts. Let's see what happens after the tick. Okay, it's going up again. So I think you can also hide all the other ones to see. If you zoom in closely on this, you can see the trend. The trend is going up. You can't really see very well, but it's just going up. So I'm going to quickly buy it now, because it's still under the resting value. So this is okay. So actually, it is not dependent on the level of the building. It's only dependent on the level of the banks. And also you have to -1 for the resting. I forgot about that. So the resting is still 180, but you -1, so it's $179. So it doesn't matter on the level of building. So I'll quickly say that. Yeah, just have to double check that. So actually, since my bank's at level 10, they're all going to get boosted by 10. So this resting value, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. plus the 10, minus the 1, 59 is its resting value. So it's still below the resting value, so we can definitely buy it. And let's, I like to, you can put it on dark mode, by the way. This one, I don't really like it on light mode, but it's up to you. But I'm just seeing how I did it, and the vanilla is kind of, it went down a bit, but it's gone up a bit, but it's still below the resting value, so I'm going to buy it. Basically, yeah, if it's under like $30, I'll definitely just go for a straight buy. So I'm going to go for the jam as well. Jam does actually, unless you see a downward trend, there's actually a downward trend with the jam. It's still going down, so I think I'll wait a little bit more, see if it goes down a little bit more. But this is only to like, there's only minor optimizations. If you want, you can just check the stock market like every like 4 hours or whenever you go on Clicker, just see which ones are cheap, see which ones are expensive, sell the expensive ones and buy the cheap ones. You don't really need to worry too much about this, but let's just buy gems now, and I'll buy white chocolate as well because it's still quite low, and that's basically all the low ones so far. Salt is also a little bit low, so I'm going to go ahead and buy some salt. But other than that, I'm going to leave it like this, and then I'll do a time skip and then see how much profit we can make. But it is a long-term thing, so as you can see, I'm minus 400,000 in profits, but hopefully in the next few days you can get that to a positive value, and it will go to positive value if you sell them at a high price. You do have to keep Clicker open though. For this, it does not change in the background, I believe, so you're gonna have to leave it on. So that's why this is a really hard achievement. It's probably the hardest achievement. If you don't know about the combo, if you don't get lucky with your combos, it's probably the hardest one, along with the buildings. But this one is the most annoying. I also want to mention that I probably have a lot more stocks than you and everything, and that's because you do have to remember you can level up your offices with cursors. You need level 12 cursors for the max office, the Palace of Greed, and then it will boost all the stocks in everything, and it's also based on the buildings, how many buildings you have. So that's why I've got so many stocks. So don't worry if you don't have as many stocks as me, it'll just take a bit longer. But yeah, and also yeah, so the aim of this achievement is to get to 31 million in profit. So it takes a while, so just be prepared. But look at Cinnamon, like this doesn't happen. This would not have happened without the Quartz Baker aura, because Cinnamon never goes that high. So making the stock market more chaotic is pretty awesome, and I think it's definitely helps. It's been like an hour or something. I just wanted to check on it to see how it was going, and it looks like that the cream is already like, look at that, 122. That is above the resting value, and there was a little massive jump here. I'm just gonna see what happens in the next tick, and I'll probably just sell it because it is over the resting value, with it being, so 69, 79, 89, 100, 99, 109. So 109 is over that. Let's have a look. Yeah, we got a bit more. Awesome. So I think I'll set it now. And we've got like almost 200k from that, so we're almost going to be out of debt. But this is so weird. Like the chocolate being 140 is literally insane. The highest it would go was like 80, maybe. I saw it go. I can't believe chocolate is so high. Chocolate has such a low resting value of only 30 or 29, which is like, so it's, if it goes that low again, I'll buy it. But sugar is looking pretty low, so I'll buy it. And it looks like nut actually just kind of stayed there, but I think you don't need to check it this often. Probably next time I check it will definitely be in a couple hours. I have nothing to do, so I always just check the market. But with it being chaotic, it really shouldn't take too long. But this is basically how it works. I'll do like a few more time skips, and then I'll just end it because it's just the same thing. It's just the same process. If you didn't really understand, just remember the easy way to calculate the resting value. It's just bank level, whatever your bank level is, and then add that to the position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then times by 10. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And then add your bank level. You can minus 1 if you want, but it doesn't really matter too much. And there you go, just sell when they're below and buy when they're above, and then just after lots of hard work, you'll finally be rewarded with it. This is quite rare, actually. 2 buildings are at $1. Look at $1, $2. Oh, we're gonna buy all of those for pretty much no money at all. And we're just gonna have to wait till these go up. But they definitely will, so don't worry. And oh my god, subsidiaries have gone down a lot, so I'll just buy those as well. I'll wait one more tick actually, since it is going down quite a bit. You can see this downward trend here. It's literally was like 172, so that's probably when we would sell it when we want to get high. And then it's gone all the way down, so it's probably gonna go down a bit more. There we go. Let's buy a few, and then wait till it goes higher. Right, so it's been a good while, and look at this. Butter has risen to insane heights. I'm just gonna set it at 147. It's the Cortex bakers, man. It would never go this high normally. Look at that, into profit, and I've got so many stocks to buy. You know, the jam's going up, everything's going up. I did buy some chocolate a bit off camera. Yeah, I've got to record that, but yeah, this is basically the premise. This one's quite high. This one's technically better, but it is on the. If you do notice that they're both on like high trends, so you can wait a bit if you want. It's up to you. Let's see what happens. Yeah, okay. These two went up. This went up by 4%. This one went down, so I'll sell these. But that is basically the basic strat. It's gotta be patient. Keep your eye out. If anything's over like 150, they're in like the top 2 rows. Just sell them, and then only sell these ones when they're over the resting value. So yeah, I hope this helps. Good luck with gas assets if you're trying to go for it. And if not, I mean, you probably would because you clicked on this video. So I mean, you better be going for gas assets.